Hello, everybody. Good morning and happy Mother's Day to all the moms and grandmas and spiritual moms and mother figures in our community. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to get started with our service this morning right here in Manassas, Virginia. And we will start with a couple of songs from our band. So let's give a warm welcome to Yaso Takeshima and the Nova Band.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. If everyone can please stand up and join us in song, we'll be singing Sailing with Our Father. But instead of Father, we'll be singing Mother. You're traveling gets long, wishing for a new day to come. When the sun rises in the morning, we'll set sail and move on, and we'll be sailing with our Father. You know His ship will never swim. Mothers too, you know His ship will never sway. Oh, new hope on the horizon. We found the promised land today. Darkness it always turns to light. The promised land is inside. He's our guiding star by night, and in the day our bright sunlight, and we'll be sailing with our Father. Mothers too, you know His ship will never stray. Oh, new hope on the horizon. I see it, there it is. We found the promised land today, and we'll be sailing with our Father. Mothers too, you know His ship will never sway. Oh, new hope on the horizon. We found the promised land today. We found the promised land today. We found the promised land today. Thank you. For our next song, it's I'll Never Leave You. I'll never leave you anymore, for I have found in your bright eyes heart. Oh, speak the truth with a clear voice, and together we'll build a world that's new, that's fit for kings and fit for queens, who'll raise them up to rule the land and place dominion in your hand. I'll never leave you anymore, for I have found in your bright eyes a river of love, a heart of gold, a peaceful mind, a hand to hold.
All right, thank you so much. Let's give another hand to our wonderful band for beautiful playing this morning. Thank you so much, everybody, for singing together. I really love that song, especially you can think of it as a mother's love, right? This river of love, holding your mother's hand. So now, welcome once again to our Nova community here. I'm so happy that you're joining us. We'd like to say hello to everybody joining from afar. We turn back to the screen, the camera, and say hello to those watching us. We're glad that you're joining. And now we'll say hello to everybody who's here. Wish everyone a happy Mother's Day. And after a few minutes, we'll join back together.
Okay, if everyone can gather back in their seats, we'll be performing the performance song very soon. So this song I think everyone have heard of is You Raise Me Up by Josh Groban. And this song is to remind us that our mothers has raised us up to more that we can be. And also, I feel like this relates to me too, because I feel like this community really raised me up to more than I can be too. So I hope you enjoy this as You Raise Me Up. When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burden be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's give another hand to Yasuno Takeshima, her beautiful singing. Thank you for this offering song. And I feel, it's a great statement to mothers, to say, you raise me up, right? So it's a very fitting song for today. Okay, so now, good timing, Nate. Our kids can be dismissed to Sunday school. Yeah, okay, honey. I think you may be doing a Mother's Day craft today. Yay. Okay. And you may notice we have some chairs up front today because we're going to have something a little different instead of a regular sermon. But before we do that, I will do an opening prayer, and then I will welcome everybody up. Please join me in prayer. Our most beloved Heavenly Parent, true parents of heaven, earth, and all humankind, we're so grateful to you, our Heavenly Parent, who is also our Heavenly Mother, and has given us this motherly, nurturing heart that was something that's innate in us and that can truly come out when we are able to take care of others and nurture them in whatever capacity, whether our own children, our grandchildren, being a community mother and taking care of others. All of that nurturing and caring aspect that is within us comes from you, from the Heavenly Mother's nature. And we are also grateful to our beloved true mother, who is our example of the true motherhood. And we are always praying for her, and our thoughts are with us, and we pray with her, and we pray that we can send her all our love and energy on this day. And we pray for all the mothers in our community, all the grandmothers, all of those who are here and those who are also no longer with us. We want to keep them all in our hearts and express our gratitude to them on this day, Heavenly Parent, and pray for everybody who is gathered here, that we can have a meaningful time together, that we can take a lot with us from this message about what it means to have a mother's heart. And as we listen to all the moms who are sharing their testimonies with us today, we pray that we can be inspired and truly listen with our hearts. I pray all of these things in attendance to Holy Mother Han with gratitude in my name, Tasha Phillips, of the Phillips Blessed Center family. Aju. Okay. Yeah, so thank you, everybody. And as I was saying, today is a special kind of service, right? It is Mother's Day. And before I invite our guests up to the stage, I did want to acknowledge that, Mother's Day is a day that can come with mixed feelings, right? Because for some of us, we have lost our mothers, right? Whether it is a physical mother or spiritual mother that's no longer with us. For some, maybe we grew distant from our mothers and wish that the relationship could be repaired. For some people, it could be that they wanted to become a mother themselves, but were not able to, right? So there's all kinds of different feelings about motherhood. It's not only joyous and loving, right? But so we want to just acknowledge that and make sure everybody feels welcomed here, right? And when we talk about Mother's Day, I feel like we should be celebrating, the mothers who raised us, right? The mothers who raised us physically and also spiritually who raised us. True mother, of course, right? Our Heavenly Mother, and community mothers, right? Who are in our Nova community, who are offering and serving. We have so many of those as well. So we want to say thank you to all mothers, right? Thank you. And so for this morning, I would like to welcome up 4 special mothers that I have asked to share with us today. So starting with, in the front, we have Osmarina Rush. Please come forward and take a seat. And we have Mrs. Michiko Yokoyama. Please come forward. Some mothers are also grandmothers, right? So I try to get mothers in different stages. Mrs. Adalia Tonic. Yay. You have a fan club. And Mrs. Jun Suk Moon, please come forward. Hey, well, let's give them all a hand. Let me see if we can get a couple more mics up front. Is that okay? If we can, yeah. Thank you to our AV Tech team for your wonderful support. And maybe if I could get this podium down, that would be good too. Just a sec. All right, there you go. So it'll be like in conversation, right? There's like a panel of motherhood here this morning. So I think before we get into the questions, I would like to just ask everybody to shortly introduce themselves, just in a few sentences, who you are, about your family, anything you like.
My name is Asmarina Rush, and I'm the mother of Zenas Rush. And I have been here in America for about 35 years now, and I'm from Brazil.
All right, welcome, Asmarina. Thank you.
My name is Michiko Yokoyama. I have 4 children and I have 5 grandchildren.
Hi, everybody. My name is Adalia Tonic. I've been in this community about 17 years now. My husband and I were blessed in 2009. And I have Ryden, who's sitting right there. And he's 8 years old. And then I'm also the stepmother to Luda Herbers, who's going to be 20 this summer. So, yeah.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Jung Suk Moon. I have 2 sons. One is 31 years old, and second one is 27 years old. And they got blessed. So that's it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. For myself, I hear some echo. Okay. As you probably already know, my name is Natasha Phillips, and I was blessed in 2018, and I have 2 kids who are 5 and 2.5. So I've prepared a few questions for our moms this morning, and the first one that I asked about was, how would you describe your love for your children? And if you have grandchildren, it can also include love for grandchildren as well. So any words that come to mind?
Yeah, to me, I think that because it is a little different than the other mothers, I feel really blessed to have received Zenas. He was a gift from God through an American and Brazilian parents. So I feel like my love for him is very, very special. To me, it's like he is my savior. He is my heart, really. And that is a heart that I would not have grown without being a mother.
I think children are the object being that I can love unconditionally, and through having children, we can experience love of God and parental love, which is a core of God's love.
I think also I had a unique relationship from the beginning because I married Blessed Rioni, but I also was accepting a daughter as well early on in our marriage. So that relationship has changed a lot over the years, and I feel a very strong connection to her now, and I love seeing Ryden with her.
Yeah, I think when I think about love or kind of a description, that is the big thing. Honestly, that is a big question. They're all different kind of a value, but a little bit I like to share my experience with my second son. When he was the elementary school, he got suspension from school. And the reason is he said, it's kind of a long story short. He said to his one of his best friend, "I'm going to kill you at school." But that is kind of, they're doing the video games and through the chat, and that happened. And then principal called me, and your son is in big trouble. But I really trust him. And also, that is a little bit different culture background. I'm a Korean. He grew up in Korea also. We immigrate to U.S. So, in even when I was teenager, sometimes kind of a joke. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Kind of teenagers and little kids in Korea. There's a little bit common kind of a words. It's not serious. We'll kill. You know. So anyway, when he had that happen, I told him, no matter I trust you, it's okay. It's different culture. I understand why you said that, but we need to follow the American culture. It's not in Korea right now. So he didn't say anything around that time. He cried and this and that, but he mentioned to me when he grew up, Mom, that was the big thing to me, that moment. Really, you trust me. So I think trust is the really, good value. They're both of a relationship, my son and I.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. And just want to mention, I love that you're so participating and wanting to applause, but maybe we don't need to clap right after every person talks. We can clap for everybody at the end, no problem, right? Just so we can keep the flow of the conversation going. But thank you for your appreciation for everybody. Thank you. We do appreciate it, I'm sure. So the next question I want to ask everyone is, what moments with your children bring you the greatest joy? Any specific moment you can remember?
Yes, to me, I think that is, it is not like a moment, but because I think that every single moment, a child can bring us joy. And sometimes we take it for granted, like the time that we have with them, it goes by so fast. When you see they're little and when you see they're already grown up, and a lot of those moments will be forgotten. But but to me, I think that this life living with my son, it has been very precious because I could really feel the heart of God, the Heavenly Parent. Not just having a child, but without having one, because God could just express His love, and that is, to me, is His motive for creating His children was because He wanted to share His heart, His love with His children. Without that, He would not be able to really express or experience that kind of love. So every moment is so precious. Every moment is like we have to make it unforgettable. And I think presence, to me, like being present there in any moment that my son needs me, or to be just like to be able to participate of his life and be able to have that connection with him. So there are so many moments like in my heart that I couldn't even number them, that I had this kind of joy just by being present, being with him and experiencing love and sharing the love that God put in my heart to share. That without him, without my child, I could never experience that kind of heart. There was no way to experience that kind of heart. I actually wrote a song that is like reflections of a mother, and in that song I express like that God needed to create the children. That He needed love and receive and give love. So that is the same kind of love that He placed in our hearts that we could never experience completely if we have one person or a child to complete that within us.
the life of faith has been conceptual until I had a first baby. So when I hold it, a first baby, I really felt a true love of God and a true blessing. And after that, I can really, my life of faith become substantial, with a child and family. So, and toward the end of my first baby pregnancy, my high blood pressure was high and high, so doctor decided to have C-section, and that was Christmas Day. So Christmas Day, I had a baby boy, a baby girl, and that was truly a Christmas gift from God.
For when I was thinking about this question, I think about all the small moments I have with Ryden. When he wants to tell me stories, or we play a game he made up. I think those are those important moments. I look back at moments with my own mom, and I think those little moments are the important ones.
Yeah, the Marina mentioned every moment is a really big blessing. But maybe I can count to two things. One is definitely when my two sons, when they received the blessing. That was the all mixed kind of a feeling. Yeah, that was incredible, a big pleasure, happiness. And then the other one, when my also second, that the troublemaker, that second child, he has a lot of energy anyway. When he was the first grade, when I went to the school, he screamed, and when he saw me, I did a lot of volunteer job at school, almost really a lot, almost a full-time volunteer job. Because I couldn't have, I couldn't not really work around that time without the green card. So anyway, he screamed to me, and then came to me, hugged me, and then pull my hand. She's my mom. She's my mom. No, she screamed. She's my mom. Everybody was so surprised. That moment was oh my goodness. It was so special, that moment, really.
Oh, thank you. That's beautiful. Yeah, I really appreciate your sharing, and I feel as well as a mom myself, like, yeah, every moment can bring joy and is a blessing. Even when in the time I can't always see it. Sometimes, it's very challenging. A lot of tantrums, and especially with young kids, right? I feel like, is this really a blessing right now? It feels just exhausting. But yeah, in the end, after the storm and the calm comes back, I feel like so much love and just, wow, so much gratitude. So yeah, thank you for sharing, everybody. Yeah, thinking about what I was just saying, like, sometimes big challenges come along too, right, when you're a mom or a parent. And there have been different challenges for each of us, I'm sure. So was curious to know what have been some of your biggest challenges with being a mother.
I think that the biggest challenges to me is the responsibility of seeing him grow and going through all the situations that he had to go through, and to share his happiness and sorrows, because it's like taking upon myself his own life, because it's not just them growing for themselves, but we grow with them too. It's basically like everything that they go through, we are going through it, just maybe even more than they are, because we can feel and we can understand what they're going through without being able to completely do it for them. So The challenge is to see them growing, going through the difficulties without being able to do it for them or to resolve it for them, because most of the time they have to resolve it for themselves. So I think that that's my biggest challenge, is to see that happening without being able to do anything.
My biggest challenge was the beginning of 1983. True Father asked blessed wives to go front line, leaving children. I think in the beginning it was only Japanese wives, but eventually all the blessed families. And that time my baby was 2 weeks old and brand new. So, oh my gosh. So Mr. Kamiyama said, oh, baby is too small, so you can wait until 3 months old. But nursery who accept the children was not ready until 7 months, July. So I waited until July, but as the days passing, the affection toward baby is deeper and becoming deeper and deeper, and I was so struggling. I have to leave this baby to go to front line. Oh my goodness. So I was like feeling like I was on a blanket of needles every day. But I followed True Father's direction. I left my baby to nursery, Jacob House, upstate New York, and I went to Vermont State. And in the first month, I found a local boy who joined the church. So I witnessed one boy, and he joined the church. Eventually, he was blessed with a Japanese wife, and he's still a member there. So that was a great challenge, but a great joy, too. Bravo! Oh.
I think for me, I've a pretty demanding job, and I think at times the challenge of balancing being a mom, a wife, and working full time can be a challenge. This past year, I've made a big effort whenever Ryden is off from school, because I work at a private school, so our schools don't align, that I take that day to be with him instead of sending him to aftercare. Sometimes he goes to pop-up, which is also good. But yeah, it's been a challenge, I think, balancing that. I did also completely change trajectory in my career when I had Ryden. I was a freelance costume designer in DC, and I just knew that that was not going to be sustainable long term. So now I'm a teacher, and I do the same things, but with students, which I really also find a lot of joy in. And he gets to come with me to work a lot, which is also fun. So he gets to see what mom does and works with her students. So I enjoy sharing that with him. But it's a challenge at times, because I do work a lot of long nights, and I'm very grateful to my husband that also takes care of Ryden a lot. So, yeah.
My biggest challenge was their identity. As you know, I'm an older pioneer second gen. Yokoyama-san mentioned, my parents are somewhere all the time, all my life. I never seen them at home. So I grew up in the, tongil industry, and here and there, whoever dropped me off at that certain place, that is the place I need to survive. That kind of a memory I have. So, honestly, as you know, elder pioneer second gen, they're not in our movement, most of them. There's a lot of struggle and difficulty journey we haven't go through. Not only us, all unificationists. So after I delivered my two boys and they started to grow up, and all children, they're asking so many questions, right? A lot of God, why you pray, where's God, it's all little kids, honest kind of, bling bling kind of big eyes, and they're wondering. And then a big question, I had a very difficult, so many things all my life to have my own faith, not only lean on my parents' faith. I really love to have my own faith. But anyway, so biggest challenging was, honestly, I thought about, do I need to raise my two kids as a unificationist or just let it go, whatever they want, freedom, or because Elder Sekanjan, whatever example, even we cannot touch the beer bottle, is we touch the beer bottle, it's already fall. That kind of really strict. We raise up like that, whole kind of regulation, all version put us in the same one boundary and never cross the line. If we cross the line, whatever, we need to leave our family and never come back. That is the big punishment. Yes, that's why a lot of Sekanjan has been struggle with the blessing, but they cannot divorce. But definitely it's impossible. If we divorce, that means we cannot come back to home. So that's why I was so struggle. How can I raise my two sons? That was the biggest one. But luckily, they got blessed. So I'm so happy with that. That is a good decision. That's why I went to UTS, Dr. Shimyo. That's the reason. When I was 40 years old, I went to UTS. I like to find my own faith.
All of your sisters.
Yeah, I know 3 sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Came to UTS.
Wow. Thank you all so much for sharing. Yeah. So different struggles, but we can relate. And I'm sure there's others in the audience who have their similar struggles, experiences too. And yeah, for myself, I also joined UTS for my own faith, growing. Yeah, so similar reason. The next question for you is, how has your relationship with your parents or with Heavenly Parent changed since becoming a parent yourself?
Yeah, to me, my relationship with my parents, with my mother especially, because my father was kind of a little distant from the family, but my mother was like my saint. She still is. So it was very good relationship. And but my relationship with God grew a lot, especially when I discovered that I could not have children, that I could not conceive. So that was, to me, was really like I had to have faith, and it was hard even to have faith at that point, because that was one thing that I really wanted in my life, is to be able to have children. And I always thought, oh, I'm going to have a lot of children, and I want to do this, and I want to do that. So that was all just my heart, my thought. But when I found out that I could not conceive, then it was really like, it was very difficult. It was, I spent like about 4 years just trying to cleanse my heart from that kind of thought. And I'm sorry, I get very emotional when I talk about it. So during that period of time, it was like something that was alive inside of me died. So I experienced like almost like a spiritual death. But I had to really have faith, grow my heart. And at that point, I couldn't even accept a child coming from somebody else. So I thought, why can't I have my own children? So I had to pray a lot and like to really. I did all kinds of conditions that I knew that I could do. And and then I started to understand that maybe like some indemnity of the past that I needed to restore or needed to recover. And then all of a sudden, after this 4 years, one day I woke up with my heart completely clean from all of the feelings that I had. And and that's when I started feeling that I can have a child from anybody that wants to give me a child. So it was then after 10 years that I had a couple that offered. Like during this period of time, actually we had many couples that offered to give us a child, but they also could not conceive. Actually, Barbara and Kenton had offered to give us a child. They had children almost every year, but then when they were trying to conceive for us, they couldn't conceive. We prayed for a year with them for that purpose. There was even a Chinese couple that lived they were not church members, that they wanted to give us a child because I used to play with their children in the apartment building that we lived. So they also wanted to give us a child. And even the Pattons also, Keiko-san said to me, because they had given one child, and she said, if this one that I'm expecting is a boy, I'll give to you. But if it is a girl, I need to keep because they had given a child a girl, and they didn't have any girls. So then they had a girl. So she didn't even have the courage to tell me that she was having a girl. So it was. I know it was an indemnity that we needed to pay, that it was something that I needed to restore, and then after that period of time, like my heart completely got cleansed of those feelings. So I really, and then I could just have faith and know that God would do something. So so it was. So my faith grew during that period of time. I could experience the heart of God, the God that didn't have any children, that was waiting for his children, and he didn't have any. See, he didn't have any experience. So I could feel that kind of heart of God searching for his children and wanting to have a child that could really bear his heart and his love. So that's how my faith was impacted with that.
After I have my own children, I could understand how my parents raised me and what kind of feeling or syndrome they went through. I could understand, but they are very old. I am the youngest of 6 children, so they passed away one by one when I was in America. After I came to America, mother passed away, and then father passed away right away. So it was so difficult to give joy back to them. I couldn't do so much filial piety feeling toward them. I didn't do anything, so that's really I'm regretful. But my oldest sister, she's like my mother type, 15 years apart, myself and older sister. So she was really taking care of me after parents passed away. She communicated with me, and whenever I went back to Japan, visit grave, she really took care of me. So I am grateful to my older sister. Thank you.
Yeah, I think as a parent, you start to look back at your own childhood at times, and I was very grateful and lucky to have a lot of experiences with my family. We went I think early on, me and Rioni started talking about vacations, and I grew up going a lot of places with my parents and my grandparents, and I find that that was a very important part of our childhood, because life does throw a lot of things at you, and I think that's what keeps you together is those memories of those like really meaningful trips and important times together. So I think me and Rioni always try to like take pride in places and instill that in him too, to have like those moments of away from normal life and just enjoying ourselves as a family. I also, I was born, I have dyslexia, so I have a pretty severe learning disability, and I look back at how much my parents really supported that and helped me through that. They never made me feel like I couldn't do what I wanted to do with my life. So, you know, got me the help I needed, but also like really helped me go along as I was doing what I was doing. I also was an artist, which is not always the most support, like not a lot of families support that. And I was very lucky to have parents that did that and my grandparents as well. So I want to always embody that for Ryden, whatever he decides to do with his life, that we're supporting him and giving him that attention and love that he needs. So.
Yeah, when we heard about divine principle, we heard that God has unconditional love, right? And then parents also. But yeah, already a little bit I shared. I mean, I knew, I felt really strongly how much they love me. But time to time, a big question as when I was young, if really they are really love me, how come they're not at home all the time, all my life? They're always in the front line. Even they say, providential, this and true parents, true mother, there's always only the word, yeah, God and true parents. And then that is the universe, and that is full of their love in their heart. So when I was a little, I was questioning, really they love me, you know? If really they love me, I need my mom, I need my daddy, but I never seen that. Yeah, even I started with them when I was second grade until how many years? 8 years. I was even right after I was born, my mom disappeared to witnessing the countryside. So my point. But I realized after I delivered my two sons, wow, it is big things, right? When I evaluated by myself, I don't think I'm a great mom either, but I really love them. The single parents they have different stories, different journey, different situation. So one is the most precious one from my parents. They really always trust me. They encourage me. So especially my mom is a very old generation, but she told me all the time, you know, Jung-suk, if you cannot do this, no one cannot do that. That word was big thing to me. When I was young. So I got the power. So it's unconditional love is I realized when I raised my two boys, I totally more deeper and deeper understanding from, the Heavenly Parents and my parents too, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I'll just share very shortly on this question that for me in particular was important to me that I could grow closer to my own mother because I had a more difficult relationship for quite a bit of my life. I always felt that she favored my younger brother and I preferred my dad, you know, so I was close as my dad, but I had this lot of struggles with my mom, especially the teenage years, but, throughout childhood. So it was only when I became a mom myself, that I could feel to really appreciate, everything she did and everything she sacrificed for our family. And And then feeling regretful, of course, that I wasn't a better daughter to her, more grateful daughter when I was younger. So I feel like now, I'm communicating with her more, and I don't get annoyed when she calls me at any hour or texts me, randomly. But I'm happy to hear from her, and I, want to talk more with her. So I feel like we've gotten closer since I became a mom. Yeah. But we have one more question for everybody, and let me just read the question. 1 second. If you can go back in time to visit your younger self, what advice would you give her about motherhood?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. I think I would say to myself, be patient. The empty space that you feel now, it's just a preparation for what is coming in the future to fill it. So being impatient was one thing that I couldn't, I was very impatient, and I thought everything should be, just done, the way that I thought it should be. But I would just say to myself, be patient, because everything that you're feeling now, the emptiness they have now, is just a room that God is preparing to fill it later with love.
Yeah, if I could go back to younger myself, I was always, when I was raising children, I was exhausted every day, and I don't have I don't have so much energy to teach internal value of life, just surviving every day. And of course, the husband is more vertical and taught. But if I could go back to younger myself, I can listen to children more, and I can teach more internal value, relationship with God more directly. And that is my regret.
That they will teach you more than you'll be teaching them, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. They raised me, not I didn't raise them. A very short testimony. One thing, when I delivered my first son, my father is Reverend Johan Lee. He's kind of a very famous mentor. And he came to the hospital and then told me, "Who is he?" All of a sudden he asked me, "Who is he?" So I was like, "Who is he?" But I knew his character, so probably he's my son. I don't think he's not the right answer. That's I thought. But anyway, he asked me 3 times, "Who is he? Who is he? Who is he?" And then he told me, "He's not your son at all. He's not your son. If you raise your son like your child, you're gonna regret someday when he grow up. You are the nanny from God and heavenly parents and true parents. God gave this boy to you." So he asked him, "What kind of attitude nanny is supposed to have?" He asked me. So that was the big things. I tried to raise my 2 sons time to time when I was a struggle sometimes. But that is the really always hit me when I'm difficult to something, meet up to some obstacles. And then, of course, I was not perfect. That's why I sometimes regret this and that. But that is the really great lesson to me, I think.
Thank you so much. And yeah, for myself, I say that, I'm still quite early in this journey, but yeah, I'm learning a lot from all of you, listening to you. And I think something I would tell myself, the first couple of years, especially, I remember being very just exhausted and drained and not really enjoying motherhood every moment as I feel like, I could have. I don't know, I feel like things kind of pass in a blur a little bit, and if I look back at the pictures, I was like, oh yeah, she was this small as a baby, and like, this is what we did. But yeah, so I really want to tell myself, like, embrace every moment and record it because one day you'll forget it all. So like, I'm trying to take pictures and write things down when I can, and yeah, so really treasure those memories. Yeah, so for any moms who are listening, or moms to be, right, you can record this down and take note of it. Yeah, so that was our final question. So now I just wanted to say thank you all so much for sharing with us. Yeah, we can give a big round of applause to everybody. Thank you. Yeah, it was really wonderful to hear all your different perspectives, and yeah, from your heart, you really share it so deeply. So I really appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, you may go back to your seats. Thank you, everybody. Okay. So now that we have, heard so many stories and reflections from these wonderful mothers sharing their hearts, I want to give a chance to everybody in the room to have a little reflection. So for a few minutes, let's just say 5 minutes or so, you can share with your neighbor what is something that you're grateful for your own mom. So yeah, we just maybe pair share or small share so we don't take too long with it. Yeah, thank you. right. Thank you, everyone, for your sharing time. And we'll give you a few more seconds to finish your final thoughts. Okay. Thank you. Was there anyone from the audience who wanted to share a gratitude point or something reflect about their mother? Maybe from someone we haven't already heard from today. Yeah. Did anybody want to share something? One or two people? It can be very simple. Like you just say, thank you, Mom. Anybody wants to share something? Okay, sure.
That my parents, they both really trusted me when I was sharing that. When I was 17, I had the opportunity to go on a national tour as a wardrober for a performance, and they let me take 2 months off from school and go, and they were okay with that. So they must have really trusted me that I knew what I was, and that I would keep my standard and be okay on the road. So.
Okay, thank you. Yes, thank you for the trust. Absolutely. Anybody else? Okay, yes.
I'm going to cry. I'm very grateful for my mom because I'm adopted. Still, she raised me. Oh my God, I always sensitive. Yeah, she raised me to become the. She always raised me, tell me to become like purity, keep purity. Then I can meet the church also, and she accept to parent. I'm very grateful for her to raise me and for become a good person. I'm very grateful for everything she give. She is very close to me, and that my whole family, they love me even I'm adopted. I'm very grateful to my mom very much.
Thank you so much. Oh yes.
Thank you. First, I'd like to say Happy Mother's Day to my mother, wherever you are and whatever you're doing. Remember, you have to help me. One of the first things when I was in my first pregnancy, and I thought, oh my goodness, I'm growing bigger every day. How is this child coming out? We were going to Lamaze class, not Lamaze, Lamaze class. And then when they came to the point where they would talk about C-section, I told him, I said, you can go to class, I'm going to New York. I literally drove to New York because I didn't want to hear about a C-section. And then when the contractions came and the first contraction hit, I couldn't believe it. I thought, is this what my mother went through to bring me? And I really appreciated my mother, as I never have at that point. Then years later, after having, and then my husband, after the first child, he said, he was there. He said, Barbara, I don't know if I can ask you to have any more children. 4 more came. And then, after that, I realized, well, the first baby, it was like, I don't know how to describe it, but I'm sure this is true for all mothers. When you give birth to your first child, this is an extension of your flesh and blood, and you don't want to part with this child ever. I remember when she went to the first daycare, because I was working full-time, and I was with the Blessed Family Department, and I have a child, and I thought, so I couldn't, there's nobody to watch her. I had to have her at the daycare. I stood there after I took her, and I stood outside at the bottom of the stairs, and I'm crying because I don't want to leave this child. And I listened to her. She was crying at first, and then she adjusted. And I'm still downstairs, and I'm crying. So eventually, I left. But I really appreciated all of you who gave testimony, because I've gone through it all. And the one thing I can say is, no matter what happens, you still love that child, regardless of what they do. You still love that child. It's a love that cannot be removed. And sometimes they do some, as they say here, doozies. It's incredible. You think, they did this? But still there's that love that I can never relinquish for each one. And each one is different. Thank you. Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Thank you so much. Oh, yes.
Okay, I was lucky to grow up in a warm and informal family. So it was a lot of spontaneity, so the heart could express itself a lot. Though my father was very, very strict about morality, he was to the point, and we could not even chew chewing gum, because if we address someone when we chew chewing gum, for me, it was disrespect. So he was warm and informal, and the heart could express itself. And my father died when I was young, 15, but my mother could take over. We could keep going to school, not even worry about the situation. She did extraordinary things, a very self-sacrificing mother. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much to everybody who shared, and thank you to all our moms, definitely. And now we're going to take a moment to reflect to ourselves, and we will have time to give our offering as well. So anything you want to give, your monthly tithing or any contribution to support our Nova community is greatly appreciated. We will have, there it is, our QR code on screen to give online, or you can also give with to our ushers. Yes, you could pass around the baskets now. Thank you. Please join me in a prayer. Our most beloved Heavenly Parent, true parents of heaven, earth, and all humankind, we're grateful to you and grateful to our mothers, and we'd like to offer at this time our tithing and our offering, that it may be used for your will and your providence, Heavenly Parent, and for our true parents and for this Nova community. I offer all these things up to you humbly on behalf of everybody here and those who gave online as well. I pray this intends to Holy Mother Han with gratitude in my name, Natasha Phillips, the blessed son of family, Aju. Okay. Thank you. Okay, and I have a short video. Thank you to those who submitted some photos for Mother's Day. So just have a few pictures to share from our community. Yes, please play the video. And write in, sorry. Thank you. So, as we are doing this, Ryden is helping us to distribute some beautiful flowers to all the ladies in our community. Thank you, and happy Mother's Day to everybody. Thank you also to Mrs. Yokoyama who helped prepare the flowers. Thank you very much. And we also have some special treats to enjoy. I got some desserts as a gift for everybody can enjoy, but especially the moms. Want to express our gratitude to you. Okay, and for our other announcements, I just want to go through a few. Okay, you can just click for me. Yes. All right. Yes, our Thai culture event, that is in June. Those, time's passing quickly. Yeah, so now it's only, a little over a month away, right? Oh, yes, you found the clicker. Thank you. Please tell your friends, your neighbors, your colleagues, and invite people. It's going to be a really great time. June 20th, 2 p.m. Okay, and then in the month of May, we have our May 31st vision brainstorming session. So that'll be right after church service. We invite people to stay. You get your lunch, and as you're eating, we can already set up, and then hopefully it won't be more than 45 minutes. Not to keep everyone too long, but just want to get people's input on our vision for the future. Especially as we're considering, to move next year to a new location, and just seeing how we'll move forward. This is next Sunday, right? So next Sunday, please don't come here, because there'll be nobody here, right? So next Sunday, we will be in Lorton. And right now, the weather is looking gorgeous. Actually, sunny and quite warm. So we may even have some water play for the kids. But I will be sure to let parents know that, so they bring some change of clothes if needed. But I got some reusable water balloons, and so we'll have activities and lots of games and delicious food. Make sure that you remember to bring something with your family as well. And this is a map. So we are in Shelter C, which is the second one from the top. Thank you, Richard, for putting up the map for us. Yes. Yeah, I know. They all say D, but in tiny writing, which maybe is not that visible to you from the back, it says at the top Shelter D, the second says Shelter C, Shelter B, Shelter A. Yeah. I know, but there's a big D on each one of them, right? So that makes it confusing. But yes, so it's the second one. It says Shelter C. D just means shelter. Who knows why D stands for shelter, not S? I don't know. We didn't make this map. Ask Fairfax County. But yeah, I'm sure you will find us. You'll find someone you recognize, and yeah. There's bathrooms there, right? Yeah. So So we have bathrooms. We have grills. We have a playground there, right? We've gone to this area before for picnics. Yeah. Yes, they have nice restrooms, and this shelter is closer to the restroom than Shelter A, where we used to be, so a shorter walk to the restroom. Okay. Just a reminder, the family camp of Camp Shahakwa is just 1 week this summer. If you're still considering to join, please sign up soon. And this is something that's happening in D.C., but I was asked by organizer Emily Rasanen to share it with you all here in Nova. It's called Limelight, and it's basically a fundraiser for the new church building that they want to get in Maryland, right? So they're currently trying to build up a fund for that. And so this is organized by the young people there in the community. And they have live music and dance, and food is included, and they have some prices for kids as well as, there we go. Yes, the admission fee for children, $5, adults, $7, so there's a family discount, right? So just give a little contribution and you can have a great experience. And And there's also a talent show. If anybody wants to perform a talent, you can. So that will be on Saturday, May 16, if you'd like to support at the Washington Times. Okay, so that is it for the upcoming events. And, well, I don't have a flyer for it, but I guess I can also mention Young Families are having a meetup on May 23rd. Right, we're going to go to Messick's Farm. They have a strawberry festival happening there. This is the months of strawberries. If anybody wants to go visit a farm to pick some strawberries, it's a good time right now. Okay, that's it for upcoming events. So now I will pass it back to our Nova Band for our closing song. If everybody can rise together. Thank you. Let's give our band a hand as they come up to the stage.
Thank you. We'll be singing Love is Born Anew. Instead of Father, we'll be singing Mother.
Mother, you've been on this road so long. Oh, won't you rest your weary head upon my heart? Just take my hand, and together we will find a secret place where dreams are born and love's alive. Your love's alive. Mother, you're the rock that stands so strong. Although the waves have come against you for so long, you still go on, and your hope is like a flame that's ever burning through the darkness and the pain. Turn the teardrops into smiles. You're the parent, I'm a child, and together we will heal this world, and love is born anew.
Mother, you're the rock.
Mother, you're the rock that stands so strong. Although the waves have come against you for so long, you still go on, and your hope is like a flame that's ever burning through the darkness and the pain. Turn the teardrops into smiles. You're the parent, and I'm a child, and together we will heal this world, and love is born anew.
Please join me in a closing prayer. Our dearest beloved Heavenly Parents and dear parents, we thank you for this lovely day where we can celebrate mothers from all over, and even the ones that have passed on, or even the ones that are trying to conceive. And we celebrate all mothers from all different walks of life. And we want to especially pray for the ultimate mother, true mother, our Holy Mother Han, who's going through so much right now. And we're so lucky to have her to take care of herself and her health, to have the energy to keep moving forward right now. So we pray for her well-being and her health, and also for the health and well-being of all blessed families around the world. So we thank you so much at this time, and I pray that we can enjoy fellowship and love with one another after service, and also spend time with our mothers, or spend time with moms that are around here. So I pray that this time that we can spend time with one another and celebrate this day together and enjoy the rest of the week that's ahead. And we thank you so much, Heavenly Parents, your parents. I pray with gratitude in my name and the 10th Holy Mother Han, 야스노 takshima dar blessed family. Amen. Aju. Okay, thank you everyone. Have a wonderful Sunday. And we have lunch in the back, so let's thank our lunch team for preparing lunch. Thank you.